March 3rd, 2014. I am over at Omega Shock, and I'm titling this video, Ukraine is about the death of the dollar. And Omega Shock by John Little on March 3rd, 2014 says, "Watch the other hand. Events in Ukraine are a misdirection." And he puts this all together wonderfully. So I will make sure that this is linked in the article associated with the video, and the videos that I'll be showing you later on in this will also be shown in that article. So make sure you go down into the details of this video and click the link so you can watch everything and you can see how it's put together, and it makes a lot of sense. What is happening right now in Ukraine is not a coincidence. It's been planned and orchestrated long in advance, and everything is moving forward as intended. Russia's move into Crimea was intended. Obama's response to Russia's move was intended. The power of the ultra-right-wing groups within the opposition that took over Ukraine was intended. Remember what FDR said. In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. Does this mean these elements are directly controlled by the elites? No. It means that the elites have done their homework and understand how each player will react when given the right stimulus. Please remember that the elites aren't stupid. They are very careful to use the least amount of effort to achieve their goals. But let's get to the reason why none of this is a coincidence. Watch the other hand. The key to a good magic trick is diverting attention. Stage magicians, Penn and Teller have their 7 principles: sleight of hand, palm, switch, ditch, steal, loads, simulation, but we get to the point of this, and that's misdirection, to lead attention away from a secret move. Actually, when you take a look at the list, you need to ask yourself what the globalists are not doing. But I titled this piece, Watch the Other Hand, so I'll stick to that, which would be misdirection, to lead attention away from a secret move. Why is this misdirection? Let me ask a couple questions, important questions. Are the US and Europe actually going to achieve anything in Ukraine? Did they intend to achieve anything in Ukraine? The answer, of course, is no. Before they ever started down this road, the U.S. State Department and the alphabet agencies of North America and Europe knew that nothing of long-term significance would occur in Kiev. They knew that any pro-EU coup would be temporary. They knew that Russia would move to solidify her presence in Crimea. They knew that far right-wing groups would muscle their way into the Ukrainian revolution, and they knew that Ukraine would be thrown into turmoil and cause further damage to an already damaged country. And, last but not least, they knew there would be no strategic gain to the EU or US. So why'd they do this? And why did they invest several $billions in an activity that could only fail? The number has been thrown around that it was $5 billion. The answer to that is not going to fail because Ukraine is only a diversion, a misdirection. To quote Penn and Teller, its purpose is to lead attention away from a secret move. The next question is, what is the secret move that they do not want us to see? Well, Kyle Bass said this 2.5 years ago. A senior Obama official told him, "We're just going to kill the dollar." And then, a year ago, Doug Hagman from the Hagman and Hagman Report put it together. We'll kill the dollar. Now he puts a couple other videos, another video in there, but the point is, we get now to the Grady Means Doomcast. Now, this writer had written almost 3 weeks ago, before the demonstrations Kiev exploded into revolution, that the Grady Means was an advisor to the President Nelson Rockefeller when Gerald Ford was president, and that might give him some access to what was really going on behind the scenes. Even more curious is the article that he wrote, which has touched off a controversy. Now, that article is over at Washington Times. It was dated October 25th, 2012. Those wild and crazy Mayans put down their marker that the end of the world would occur on December 21st, 2012, about 2 months from now. There is, of course, some small chance they might be right. On the other hand, there's a very large probability that the real end of the world will occur around March 4th, 2014. The doomsday clock will ring then, because the U.S. economy may fully crash around that date, which will, in turn, bring down all world economies and all hope of any recovery for the foreseeable future, certainly over the course of most of our lifetimes. Now, Please note that he said crash around that date and may fully crash around that date. March 4th is a put it as a marker. They're saying around that date. That's not a prediction of the exact date it's going to happen for those that say, well, they named March 4th. No. But think about it. March 4th is tomorrow. Look at what's happening in the Ukraine today, this week. This is all happening at a very coincidental time when it has been predicted that the U.S. economy is going to crash. So we've also had Dave from, I believe, X22 report said the same thing. All of this is to cover for the crash of the US dollar. Now, again, all these links will be in the article associated with the video. The video showing will kill the dollar, the video where Kyle says that the senior Obama official told him we're just going to kill the dollar. This has all been planned. It was planned a long time ago, and now it's coming it's coming to bear. So it's just something to think about, put it together, follow all the links, take a look, see if you agree or not. Thank you.